So let's talk about the men that I attract in. What kind of men do I attract in? So first guy was Tim. I mean, that's the name I use. Multiple women, multi-millionaire, has a house in Rincon. Okay, Rincon. Look it up. It's like one of the most famous surf spots in the world. And it's a gated community. Then I attracted Justin Waller into my life. Yes, multiple women, multi-millionaire, a lot of challenges in his childhood, both of them, a lot of challenges with their mom in their childhood. So they had kind of deep feminine wounds, and I knew I had deep masculine wounds. The two guys after Justin were both fire academy instructors, decorated, 164, 167. Only with the second one, who's a retired fire captain and oversees the Wildland Cadet Program, did I see that I had a wound that I'm replaceable. So I have a wound that I'm replaceable. So my soul attracts in men who have multiple women, showing me that I have that wound. Okay? Right? And what I came to understand in my relationship with Justin Waller is that we attracted each other into our lives because we both had to learn how to have an argument and come out of it. Like psychologists say now that the healthiest relationships are the ones that can, survive an argument, can like rupture and repair. But what I experienced with Justin when when there was a rupture, I got a soft next. No talking. Just doesn't talk. If I got a problem, that must be me. It can't be him. And then I'll just get replaced. Well, how do we grow in that kind of relationship? It was like, that didn't really work for me. It's like, you're just going to cut me off and not talk to me because you're upset? Well, his mother only ruptured him. There was no repair, and she's still trying to rupture him, and there is no repair. But that's the emotional process, is to dive into our fear, guilt, and shame and come out of it. So let me share a video that I use that really shows this process about how to go through the rupture and repair process together. See, this one is perfect because one track, you don't dive into your emotional pain. And then one track, you do. Let's see which one creates faster moving energy. And the fastest moving energy is the most powerful, the most transformative. So that's what is healthiest. We want to transform our wounds into wisdom and go on to our next challenge. But if you can't go into the wound, how do you pull out the wisdom? Let's see. So this is what, I've learned from these physics experiments, that the downhill slope, the surrender, the feminine, because the feminine surrenders and then the masculine acts. So they are not capable of the feminine surrender, and neither was I. Like, I was learning how to surrender to my emotions. I was learning how to be the emotional center. That when I continue to surrender to my emotions, the men that are in my life, in my circle, will naturally do that too, because I'm the emotional lead. Men are the physical lead, women are the emotional lead in a healthy relationship. An emotional intimacy is where mental health is created and sustained. So thinking that, Justin Waller's lifestyle, when he hasn't healed from his childhood trauma, is all healthy, I think that would be a mistake. So then I had to ask myself, well, where do these men go for what we call emotional support? And then one time I saw a psychologist say, well, narcissistic men, that's what I attract, highly avoidant men with a sex addiction. That's the kind of man that I attract into my life. I'm just going to be honest. I've been raped. I attract a certain kind of guy. When I put men in a lineup with Andrew Tate, that's a certain kind of guy. And I was a certain kind of girl. Okay? I'm just saying.